Alright, hi guys. I know I haven't made a video in a long time, but this one's specifically for Markiplier. So, I just wanted to say that, Mark, I really do love you, and not in the creepy, stalkerish way, but when I saw your Draw My Life video, I truly connected with you in a way that I never have with really anyone. I've lived a very hard life so far. Most of my friends are on the internet. Most everybody called me a liar when I said I met you, that I somehow photoshopped the picture. But let's start from the beginning. I lived a very sad childhood, or at least what I call one. My parents fought all the time, and we lived in the middle of nowhere. I never really had any friends, and the boys that lived around us either hated me or worse. One of them constantly molested me and told me that if I ever told anyone, he would kill me. I was constantly picked on in school, and my only escape was the computer. It got me away from all the fighting, the molestation. My own brother molested me when I was 6. No one believed me about that either. I found YouTube and eventually Shane Dawson. He kept me from harming or killing myself. My parents eventually divorced, and I went with my dad, who was always sick and could never really do anything with me. My mom tried to kill herself right after we left. We moved into a relatively nice little trailer park where I met new friends. I met Lene, Griffin, Olivia, DJ, and Katie, and Matthew, who wasn't really a friend. Matthew, who surprisingly enough has the same name as my brother, had a crush on me. He became obsessed with me and constantly made moves on me even when we all told him to stop. My great uncle Wayne died and my dad moved to Hattiesburg. My mom met Kenny, my new stepdad, on a game called Second Life. He was a total ass and came from Kansas and slowly ruined my life. So I moved in the same trailer park with Mom and Kenny. One day, me and Olivia were down at the river and Matthew tried to rape her and me. We called the cops and like usual, they did nothing. We eventually moved out of the trailer park into a nice little house where we live now. I made more friends and even started going to a awesome church in Hattiesburg called First Baptist Church. It was great at first. The youth minister, Seth Connerly, was a cool guy. He liked most of the things I liked, like comic books and Doctor Who and etc. Someone hacked my Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter and posted things that made me seem obsessed with Seth. I didn't see the hacked post. Eventually, it got bad, and I just stopped going to the church. It left me empty and depressed. My mental health wasn't the best either, and I clinged to the only thing I could, and that was DJ. I had a crush on DJ for more than 4 years, and it came back to bite me in the ass because he's 24 now. I was basically dying. I had nothing to cling to, and I had started watching Tobuscus, then PewDiePie, then Cryotic, and eventually on to Cinematose Ken. I was the most depressed I could have been by this time. I cut myself, I thought about suicide every day, I stole, and I isolated myself. Then I started watching Markiplier. I noticed at first that you weren't, not like most YouTubers I had watched. The closest you came to any of them was really Seth Hendricks. It was like you had picked me up off the dirt I was laying in, brushed me off, and healed all of my self-harm scars. I could have sworn you were an angel. I fell in love with your videos instantly and watched nothing but them. They made me feel like I was worth something, like I mattered to someone finally. It was an amazing feeling. Then someone told me more about you. They told me about your father dying, and I felt like I knew that pain. I haven't lost my dad yet, but I've come pretty damn close. And that is somewhere you really never want to be. It's like someone reaches inside of you and rips your heart out. Earlier this year, or last, my dad was in a really bad car wreck. When I first heard about it, I started crying. My mom said he was hurt, and all I could think of was, he's dead, oh God, he's dead. When I found out he was okay, I started crying even more. So, Trust me, I know the feeling of just knowing someone you love like that is dead. Back on the Mark subject, I never met a YouTuber so close. Hang on, I'm crying. Okay, where was I? I've never met a YouTuber so close to their fans. I wish every day that somehow I'll get to meet you and hug you and all that shit. I know that if I ever do, I'll probably cry and you'll have to forgive me for it. But when you meet someone that changed your life as much as you have, you just can't help it. And so, I want to say truly, from the very bottom of my fucked up heart, thank you. So much, really. You are so much more than you see yourself as. You are a hero, a lifesaver. And you need to see that, even though us as fans have done so much. You are the reason we can move mountains with nothing. You're our guardian angel, and you are more perfect than anyone I've ever met. I love you, Mark. I really do. So much. When you came into my life, it was like a light bringing me back to reality that was so much better than the one I live at home. And thank you. Really, thank you for making me better, for making the weight of the world lighter on my shoulders, for being there for me when no one else ever was. Thank you for being my superhero, Mark.